I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, the West Side, and it was, eh, I want to say it was something that uh, taught me a lot. It made me stronger. It helped me get through a lot of things in life because of the things that we went through growing up on the west side of Chicago. We used to go to Maryland House and they play basketball and they would have all kinds of music and everybody would hang. That would be the place where everybody went who didn't want to be in drugs and gangs and stuff. So that was the hangout spot to go and play basketball, watch the guys play basketball and, you know, kind of be in a community and then be with the nuns and everything like that. So it was wonderful. But it was also at the time of the heroin, the crack epidemic, all of those different things, the Martin Luther King, death and, things that went with that, the civil rights movement. So I always tell people my birthday is the first day of winter, but also it is the first day that Rosa Parks rode on the bus on my actual birthday, December 21st, 1956. So I was meant to be something. Well, when I got here, first of all, what made me get involved in the beginning, the AACP and African American Community Parent Network that I'm executive director of, I did Black History. So my kids were going to school, and I was like, wow, they only talk about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, but it's so much more history. So I started out doing Black History exhibit, and now 12 years later, I've been in the colleges, the schools, the church. I'll be Union congregation for the Black History event. That's been the main church I do it at. So when I saw that the kids didn't have nowhere to go to have fun, based on me going to the Black History exhibit and seeing that they were kind of just running free with nothing to do. And the devil's workshop is idle hands. So I was like, you know what, let me do this here. And then what happened was my pastor, some people from other places, Chicago, Milwaukee, Racing, wherever, came up here and got to fighting at the Fisk Park. They took the rims down. And so they said, and then my pastor told Chief Tom Molitor, that's messing up our kids who live here. So then at that time, me and him were talking, and I said, you know what if we had a basketball program that the police was part of? So my Bring Your Own Five is absolutely free. They don't have to pay anything. And a sponsor, the main one who came right with me, Brian at Auto Aces, Brian Buck, he sponsored the jerseys so that we can have jerseys. Because before I had 5 players and a little discman. But now we have the boombox, we have DJ, we have jerseys, and all based on the fact that I got everybody in the community involved. Just like me and Beth, we made history. Me, Beth, Robin, Troy Streckenbach. The first ever Juneteenth parade, we had black, we had white, we had gay, Native American, we had mentally challenged people, we had women, we had men, Pastor L.C. Green, Deacon Terry Cook, we had Robin from United. It was everybody. And I'm just a fan of believing that love and unity with community is how we change this world. The proudest thing that I did was to get our church on the National Historic Registry. I had never did it before, but I believe I can do all things through Christ, which strengthened me. And he helped me to get it and figured out what to do and went to the library and everything. And like I said, I had to go to the Archdiocese in Fond du Lac. And the priest said, well, we have to go in the basement, but you have to put a mask on and put gloves on. I'm like, so we go to the basement, and I see all these stacks of wine. I'm like, okay, we in church. And then he said, yeah, we drink real wine. And that's when I learned. And I was like, oh my God. So, cause we drink grape juice. So, but I was so proud to do that. And as y'all say, her story. So I'll be in history. So from now on, the Divine Temple Church of God in Christ, which under the historical name is Christ Episcopal Complex, is going to be in history forever. So I love that I got that. That's one of my proudest moments. We came, me, the Mayor Smith, and the Pastor L.C. Green, and a few of the other church members cut the ribbon in front of the building. Dana Pucunis, my girl, my girl, my girl. I wore her out. She was so tired of me. I was calling her. We became best friends. We still friends to this day. And she helped me to get that done. So my artifact that I have, it is called Routes to Freedom. And so on it, it shows it's something that I made, I put together, and it has all the different states that the slaves at that time, when they was wading in the water, those songs that really were messages back in the Jim Crow slavery area. So it shows which way they went to be free, to become free. So it's a route to freedom, and it's something. But when you look at it, it has all of these different states and the maps, and it show the people. But my version of what I think of routes to freedom is unity. They stuck together. As Black people, they stuck together. They helped each other. When this person didn't have food, this person did that. And so I'm a fan of that. We need to be unified as Black people and not crabs in a barrel. We need to be supportive and encouraging and lifting each other up. The artifact that I have is really a representation of where we came from and where we're going and how we have to keep going. If we take each gift that we got and put it together, we can change the world.